Hey guys, so today we'll be doing the Harvester, which is the final boss of the Golems of Amgarrak DLC. It's pretty much the hardest fight in the entire game by far, and we're going to be doing it on Nightmare mode, which is a huge challenge. It's one of those fights that's really tuned for parties where you've min-maxed everyone in your group, you've taken the time to do tactics, you've taken the time to choose all their abilities, you have lots of potions and runes and salves, and pretty much every advantage you can get for this fight. You're also forced to use the party from the DLC, of course, so they are not necessarily ideal. You don't get a mage, so it's definitely easiest to do it if you're a mage and you get a golem, which is cool, but he can't be healed through potions, he can't have his stamina restored through stamina droughts or mana potions or anything like that. So you basically have to keep him healed yourself. So if you don't have a mage, good luck with that. Yeah, I guess that's about it for the prelude. I am using a different character than the one I was using for my Let's Play. The Let's Play character was one I tried to build him fairly well, but I also tried to RP him to make him a typical mage with a staff and robes and all that. And doing it that way, as well as failing to import the best armor in the game into the DLC, made the fight a real challenge, as you may have seen. So I ended up doing it on normal, but I still wanted to beat the guy on Nightmare, so I reloaded a previous playthrough from years and years ago of my Arcane Warrior. I made sure to import not necessarily the best items in the game, because some of those I'd already sold or just didn't get, but I imported some pretty solid gear for my new party members, and hopefully this will be enough to beat them. So I guess real quick, I want to go over what I'm wearing. So this character is an Arcane Warrior, Spirit Healer, and Battlemage. He has Kalen's arms and Kalen's armor set, which are both really good for Arcane Warriors. You could argue that there are some better sets. Wade's medium armor has a lot less fatigue, for example, but this is one of, if not the best ones. Then I have the Cinch of Skillful Maneuvering, the Spell Ward, the Ring of Mastery, and the Ring of Discipline. This gives you in total 90% dodge chance, 20% from the boots, 15% from the Cinch, 10% from the Spell Wards, that's 45 in total. And then you get, 5 base and 15 whenever Arcane Shield is activated from one of your abilities, and another, what's left? 25, I think, from Combat Magic. And that comes from Fade Trail is the 25%, and then 20% from these two in combination. I didn't want to go for 100, you can go for 100, but I feel like, I don't know, 90% should be good enough. It would be boring if I didn't get hit at all. Although I had the feeling that with this fight, I'm still going to get hit quite a lot. Having nature resistance is also very good. I guess I can scroll through my spells first, so you can see what I went with. And again, this might not be the, you could argue about which armor and equipment and which spells are the actual best ones for this fight, but I feel like the ones I chose were pretty good. I have a staff, the Staff of the Lost, equipped as a backup weapon as well, in case we need to do any spirit damage. And the hexes will be good because they will reduce the amount of damage the boss can dish out, as well as increase the amount of damage it'll take from all sources. For the same reason I made this guy here an assassin, just to get Mark of Death. Let's see what else. I'll be using, as I said, the nature salves, because his AoE attack is a nature attack. Elemental Coating, because I believe he's immune to nature damage. I couldn't really find any hard stats on this, but because he's sort of a nature beast, I figured he would probably be immune to it. I also, for that reason, have, let's see, elemental runes in my sword, which I'm not actually sure all apply, just by doing the earlier fights. I didn't see a lot of markers above the enemies' heads, so I'm not sure if it caps or if it's just the display caps, but the damage is actually applying. Hopefully the damage is actually applying. And I gave a chance of paralysis to both my sword and to my tank's sword, because that way the boss should be paralyzed at least some of the time. You could stack 6 runes of paralysis or even more if you go two-handed, but I feel like at that point that might make the fight a little bit cheesy. And it's one of those fights you almost can't beat without being cheesy in one or more ways, by either stacking dodge chance or stacking nature resist or other dexterity so you can dodge everything, or chugging lots of potions. But yeah, he has basically standard tanky stuff, and again, it might not necessarily be the best stuff you can get for him. I wanted to give him a crossbow. Where is it? Let's give him long shot. And I bought ice bolts and ice arrows because I believe the Harvester has a resistance to fire damage. I read that somewhere, so I'm going to assume it's true. And we also have Our rogue, I respect him by importing, where are they? Memoirs of the First Wardens. You can buy those from Heron in Awakening and import them with you, so you can read all his stats to make him an archer. So he has a nice bow. Again, not the best one, but the best one I could get on short notice, because I obviously I loaded the save before I did the final mission or two of Awakening, bought everything I would needed, and then rushed through the end couple fights, imported him, and then rushed through this again. So it took maybe 2 hours. And I realized I probably didn't need to do all that, because you can import them from any Awakening save, so I don't know why I did that. The experience is good, because I wouldn't have hit level 35 otherwise, but I didn't even rune out these, because I probably won't be using these as much. So yeah, I guess that's enough talking. You guys are probably done hearing me talk, so let's go ahead and get the fight started, shall we? You're probably going to see a split in a couple seconds, because unless I clear this on the first try. Actually, I'm going to do it no matter what, because there are a few more tactics I want to set before we begin. So I will see you guys when we are ready for the actual fight. And we're back. So tactics are set up. I think all the sustainables I want to start with going. And I just want to show Nightmare mode. So, not cheating. I thought I had done this on Nightmare before, but I could be mistaken, because apparently you can get the achievement whether you do it on hard or Nightmare. And I looked at my old save files, and apparently I did it on my first toon ever, who, unlike this toon, was not anywhere close to min-maxed. He was a lot more like the playthrough I did on my Let's Play recently. So I'm pretty sure I probably did it with him on hard mode and not Nightmare. So this might actually be my first time doing it on Nightmare. Hopefully we'll get it on the first try, but we'll see. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to put a vulnerability hex on you, and a mark of death on you. And I guess you can go ahead and throw a rock. I don't know if it's actually going to do that much, but worth a try. And I mean, until he comes to us, we might as well use archery. This guy really isn't an archer. But, yeah, let's do that. Make him come to us. In fact, if we're going to do that, I'm going to take out my staff too. Jarek, what are you doing? Oh, does Mark of Death have a short range, maybe? Range short. It does. Alright, well, in that case, just do like an arrow sling or something. I'm going to put them on hold position actually now, just so this guy has to come to us. Although ideally we should probably learn close to the switch. That would be best. Alright, let's get some hexes going though. Wild Disembowelment. Oh, we don't have our nature salves going. Didn't think of that. Alright, hurry up guys. Get your nature salves going. Don't know if the golem can take nature cells or not, but worth a try. Alright, I should have done this before the battle. That's Fortifying Presence. Greater Nature Salve. Aha, sweet, he can. Alright, that is incredibly useful. And let's put one of these on him so he takes more elemental damage. Alright. Jarek has a friend already. From what I understand, the idea is not to attack the skeletons. Okay, I'm just going to attack him from range. 231, not bad. Go ahead and use a taunt. Well, wait until he... I want this guy to die, but at the same time, I don't want to waste a taunt. Here, Snug, you can go ahead and waste your taunt. Do I have anything else that's spirit-based? Because I do have a staff that's giving me a huge boost to spirit damage right now. I don't think so, though. I'm afraid to use this with my staff, Alex. I'm not sure if it'll apply to my weapons then. I don't know. I'm going to put a life forward on this guy, actually. Did I just use... Oh, I had it in the wrong position. Well, we'll have revival and cooldown for a bit then. That sucks. Alright, now I'm going to switch to my shield and all. Alright, so he's lost a decent chunk of health. Maybe this won't be too hard after all, now we have a good party for it. I probably just jinxed myself there. Alright, we have plenty of potions. Go ahead and take a potent health poultice. And you can switch to melee now that we're in melee range. Start dealing some damage to that guy. Do your taunt now. Do you have a slam for him? Yeah, go ahead and slam him. I might as well activate Healing R after that. Alright, get it with one more Arcane Bolt. Maybe that'll help me grab aggro. And now I'm just going to start stabbing him.
Adapting to our elemental attacks.
It's adapting to our elemental attacks. What does that mean?
Switch back to steel.
Well, I am using steel. I'm also using elemental attacks. Alright, that was a decent amount of damage. Okay, so he's using a stamina drought. So far, everyone's doing alright. Does he still, I wish you could tell if he had the debuffs on him. It doesn't say how long. I don't see a mark underneath him, so I'm going to apply it again. Gotta put my sword away for that, but it'll be worth it. Okay. Use a better health potion this time. And I'm going to... I don't want to use a heal on him. Actually, no. Go ahead and use... I can Cone of Cold him, but it won't last very long is the thing. So I'm actually not going to. Oh, I think I have aggro. Alright, let's see if this dodge stuff works now. Alright, so now it's in its red phase. You can go ahead and take a stamina drought. Which means somebody, probably Snug, is going to have to hit that button.
Weapons are no longer effective. Try magic.
Alright. Go ahead and use your group heal. Mine's almost off cooldown. I can probably Cone of Cold this guy. Well. Hey, he wasn't out of range. Nice. Yeah, second thing about Cone of Cold is that you have to put your weapons away to use it. Use some nice big health poultice here. Alright, so he has lots of corpses. Now, I did give each of the guys wearing armor, so everybody except the golem, a rune of, what is it, rune of diligence? Whatever one makes you immune to flanking. Alright, big guy, get away from Snug. In fact, Hex is on there. Poor Snug. I'm going to see if I can just get Snug to lead him away. Okay, he's using health poultice, which is good because he's getting his ass beat. And go ahead and use a stamina drought as well. What the hell. See, I don't know if these work on ranged weapons, but I'm going to give it a try because, hey, it can't hurt, right? Now, I still have my nature salve. I'm going to use one on myself as well. Alright, so he's back in elemental mode. I'm going to go hit that switch because that'll get rid of these guys for a second. Alright, nice. Brogan is going to take another potion. And then we can all... So I kind of wonder if I should get into staff mode again. I'm going to, since we're at range. Alright, so this isn't really too bad. Okay, now I have aggros. Oh, you guys are still on hold. Whoops. Haha, my bad. Alright, well. Jarek has a friend. And that guy's still on cooldown, so his brother's going to have to take care of him. Go ahead and shield bash him. Alright, that'll get him off. He's summoning the nugs, so I want you to get your bow out and see if you can get some damage going on him. I don't know if this is going to affect the bow or not. Let's find out. Elemental coating. Yeah, I think it did. Okay. Oh, one of our paralysis runes triggered. Sweet. I guess it's mine. Alright. He's taking damage. I thought he was immune to steel in this phase, but I guess not.
Very well.
I think this is a good idea to... I can't remember if the strategy guide said to go into the phase with the button up or hit it right before you go into that phase. We only have 2 corpses up, but he's getting low. So I'm going to use one more attack, and then we're going to go hit the button here. Alright, so now it's just us and him. Alright, big guy.
It is begun.
Alright, phase 2. I don't think I even got to phase 2 when I was doing it on Nightmare with my other character. It is night and day, the difference between the two. Just double check to make sure, yes, Nightmare, okay. When you actually have a well-built team. Especially an Arcane Warrior with dodge stuff stacked. Hey, paralyzed him. Oh! We lost my golem because I was not paying attention at all, I guess. Okay. See how quickly people can die? My res is not off cooldown yet. Do I want to use my time reset? I'm going to just because he has his own res, so that might be worth it. So let's go ahead and use my time spiral. Now I have my res back up again. Alright, he's up. And he's not going to have enough to AoE heal. So it's up to me to heal him. Alright, I'm going to use another potion here. I could force field him to protect him. Might not be the worst idea in the world, actually. Because you can still heal somebody where they're force fielded. Yo, jeez. Or I could force field one guy attacking him. That might even be better. You know, I'm not going to risk it. I don't want this guy to die again, because he's my only other res. And he's about to die. And he died before I could get it off. Alright. So... Oh, but I used it and it didn't actually get him in time. That sucks. Alright. Brogan is the tank, so if he switches to Sword and Shield and activates Shield Wall... He's immune to flanking anyway, but Shield Wall will also up his armor quite a bit. Okay. I guess I might as well activate. Call out my old friend Will. Get my heals to be a little better. Alright, I'm gonna put this on him. Super vulnerable. Oh, jeez. He is a fast little bugger, isn't he? Go ahead and use Mark of Death. Yeah, chuck that health poultice. I guess our Nug friend is not here. Ability is being cast. Oh, sweet. Okay. Keep doing that then.
I am ready.
Hey, there's the Bronto. Alright. Brogan should be able to handle this one guy on his own. Actually, if you want to taunt him and then run after the Harvester, that should get aggro off him. Take a big health poultice, because I do not want you to die. Same with you. I'll take care of the Harvester.
What is your order?
See, that's what I mean, though, about having an Arcane Warrior is really, by far, the best way to beat this guy. So if you want to play as a mage, tough luck. Alright, he's got one of those corpses now, and there's no more button to get rid of them, so this is going to really suck. I don't have Force Field. I can maybe... I don't know, I'm trying to think what I can do here. I should put a Life Ward on the Golem earlier. I'm going to put a Life Ward on myself, even though I'll probably be okay, because I'm going to try to use a Hand of Winter. Our Nature Salve is almost up. That's okay. Okay, poor Snug cannot take potions, I don't think. No, because it's not going to let me even... When I open the inventory, it just goes right to his master. If you could come up here and taunt, we'd probably need a stamina drop first. Oh, he has so many abilities active. What else does he have active? Oh, Beyond the Veil. You don't need that. Why is that even on? Alright. If you can get up there, I can give it a taunt. I'm going to use a Hand of Winter. Should hopefully freeze them for at least a second. Okay, I don't know if it did or not, but... Yeah, let's just start attacking. Miss. I kind of like having the aggro on me, though, because I do have that 90% dodge chance. And besides that, 84 defense isn't shabby for a mage and 66 armor. Like I said, where's my tank? How much does he have for comparison? 69, so I have almost as much as a tank being a mage. Yeah, Arcane Warriors are so overpowered in this game. Maybe there's a red phase. There's just no switch. He's almost dead, though. Get him, guys. Kill him. Yeah, we got him. Oh, poor Runic Golem.
Not now.
Time to go, Jarek. Forge is destroyed, like Darian wanted.
The creature is dead. There could be other notes. More information to...
No, Jarek. Not worth more death.
That poor Golem. He spends half the fight dead, gets up at the end of it, and gets crushed by a giant boulder. Maybe we'll see him again one day. I hope so.
That's it. It's over.
That it
Everything's
is.
lost.
No, brother. We're still alive. Let's go home.
Alright, so I'm going to escape out of this actually and get back to the main screen and reload the game just to show all the stats and all one more time in case you're curious. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the video. And if you want to see more Dragon Age, check out my Let's Play. And I'll have a Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition Let's Play coming up soon as well. So I guess I'll go through everybody's abilities first, in case you want to see what I was using. I didn't use half of these things, but that's okay. There's Jarek. He's our rogue. I got the other ranger ones just in case the Bronto went down and it was on cooldown, but we didn't really need it. Make sure you find all the scrolls for the runic golem. There are guides online you can find if you're missing some of them to get these abilities. Brogan, sword and shield. I did respec them though, using those tomes. This fight is obviously a lot harder if you don't use an import from Awakening, especially if you make a character from scratch, and especially if it's not a mage. I'd like to see somebody do this as a from scratch non-mage on Nightmare mode. We already did this, didn't we? Okay, tactics. These are not at all the best tactics. I figured I would micromanagement, so I just gave them tactics that weren't completely horrible. There's Runic Column and Brogan. Most of these are just the defaults, and I changed a few things around after that. What else? I can do equipments. Okay, like I said, Merrick's Blade and Kaelin's Shield. I have a Chance Paralysis and Elemental Runes. It's typical Kaelin's armor. This for the dodge and the health gain, and these two. They give you a set bonus if you have both of these, which gives you Constitution as well, which is why I went with them. Even though I'm not playing as a mage, I figured having a big burst to spell power, a big burst to willpower, and a big burst to Constitution were worth it. Misery. The Heartwood Bow is better, but I apparently didn't do the quest in this playthrough that lets you get the what is it? The Grandmaster Lightning Rune recipe. And if you don't have that, you can't actually make it. So I didn't get the shield or the bow. I did get the was it the sword vigilance? Obviously, and I get the defensive variant because I knew I'd be using it on my tank. And I did get the Golem shell armor, which, just like my armor, has flanking immunity and lots of Constitution. This guy has 1,008 health. When I respected, I stacked Constitution as much as I could, after I have enough strength and dexterity to use the gear and talents I wanted. And then for these, it's pretty much just a mismatch of the best gear I could find this late in the game. Again, you could probably find better stuff if you do an entire playthrough looking to min-max your crew for this fight, but I didn't do that on any of these. So this was the most OP playthrough I guess I had, where I actually went all out. I leveled him as a blood mage too, which is also really powerful. But respect a spirit healer just for this fight. Alright, oh, and I guess the last thing is stats then. So there's all his stats buffed. Huge fatigue penalty, and I could activate more of these and it would even be even higher. Like this is without Spell Wisp and Spell Might active. But yeah, he's not using a lot of magic, so it's not a big deal. It's mainly just heals. And there's Jarek's. Almost no stamina because it's all taken by his sustained abilities. Runic Golem. And Broken. Alright, so I guess that's about it. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you like this video, and there will be plenty other Dragon Age videos yet to come. And take care.